Hey guys, it's AFR777 here, and today I have another 1/400 scale airport update on my model of Boston's Logan International Airport. This should be a really good update. I just got a new shipment of models in, so I have a bunch of new models out here today. And it's also opened up a couple of new routes for the airport, routes that I couldn't do before without these models, so this is really cool. And just all in all, this should be a really good update. It's probably one of the most realistic ones yet. So anyways, I'll start over here on runway 27. Have our Delta Airlines 757-200 with nonstop service to Atlanta. And then over here we have our first new model. This is the United Airlines 757-300, also known as the Flying Pencil. And this plane is going to be headed out to San Francisco. During the peak season, United operates up to 2 daily of the San Francisco flights with the 757-300, which is really cool. So this is the evening flight that's on the 300. Then we have our second new model, which is the US Airways Express Embraer 170. These are operated by Republic Airlines in the Northeast, and this plane is going to be headed out to Pittsburgh. First time I actually get to say that route on US Airways. It's really cool. They also fly these planes to Philadelphia, but mainly it's Pittsburgh. We have our Delta Airlines 717 with nonstop service to New York LaGuardia, another new route. Delta switched all of the Boston, New York LaGuardia flights to mainline on the 717. So all the Compass E170s are completely gone. I'm not complaining at all. Mainline flights to LaGuardia on the shuttle, that's really cool. So lots of 717s. I'll probably have to get a couple more of these because, like I said, all our flights to LaGuardia are now mainline. Then we have another new model, the United Airlines 737-900ER. This plane is going to be headed out to Houston this evening. Another really cool model. I've got two of these, so that will be really helpful because the 900 comes into Boston pretty frequently. Then we have our American Airlines 737-800 new colors, nonstop service to Chicago O'Hare. And we've got our United Airlines 757-200 with nonstop service to Los Angeles as United Airlines flight number 717. It's kind of a strange flight number, because 717 is a plane and everything, but it's operated by a 757. Have an American Airlines 757-200 nonstop service to Miami. Virgin America Airbus A320 service to San Francisco. And another American Airlines 757-200 service to Dallas-Fort Worth. Delta Airlines 767-300ER nonstop service to London Heathrow. Sun Country Airlines 737-800 service to Minneapolis. And then we'll go over here, have our another new model, US Airways Airbus A319 normal colors. This plane just arrived from Washington Reagan. Finally, after all these years and multiple special liveries, A319s, we finally have a normal color one, which is really cool. Get a lot of these in Boston too, so I only have one right now, but I plan on getting a couple more of these because, like I said, I see them all the time. And then on final approach, we have our Delta Airlines Airbus A320 on final approach from Orlando. And then over here, we've got a US Airways A321 being towed over to the US Airways hangar in Boston for maintenance. American Airlines has a maintenance base here, and US Airways has they have one hangar, and they do routine maintenance on their planes here when they overnight. So that's where that plane's going. And then we'll start with Terminal C. So Emirates is now operating their departures to Dubai from Terminal C. So that's why it's over here. So Emirates 777-200LR nonstop service to Dubai. JetBlue Airbus A320 nonstop service to Fort Lauderdale. JetBlue A320 service to San Francisco. Another JetBlue A320 is going to be headed out to San Diego. The 10th anniversary Airbus A320 is going to be making a flight down to Tampa. Stripes Tail A320 is going to be headed out to West Palm Beach. Then we have the Window Pane A320 is going to be making a flight out to Seattle, Tacoma. And then last but not least, if it'll focus, Alright, it's kind of having problems focusing. Sorry about that. Anyways, this JetBlue A320. Oh, there it is. The DOTS A320 is going to be making a flight out to Chicago O'Hare. So now move on to the Terminal E side of the airport. Got our AirTran Airways 717 nonstop service to Atlanta. Southwest 737-300 service to Milwaukee. And then we have Southwest Airlines 737-700 service to Baltimore. Porter Airlines Dash 8 Q400 nonstop service to Toronto Billy Bishop. Iceland Air 757-300 service to Reykjavik. Delta Airlines Airbus A330-300 just arrived from Amsterdam. It's going to be towed over to Terminal A shortly to operate our second daily flight out to Amsterdam this evening. Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600 service to London Heathrow. We're actually supposed to be getting the 787 soon. It operated for like 2 days, and then they sent it back to London so crews could retrain on it. So now we have the A340-600 and the A330. So today's flight is a 600 because I don't have a 330. Aer Lingus Airbus A330-200 nonstop service to Dublin. Lufthansa's A340-600 service to Munich. British Airways 747-400 service to London Heathrow. And Air France 747-400 service to Paris Charles de Gaulle. So that just about wraps it up for this update. Boston is again expanding. You know, we've got a couple of new airlines coming in later this year. WOW Air is a low-cost carrier based in Iceland. They're going to start service to Reykjavik this spring. Aer Lingus is going to increase their service next year to Shannon. We're going to get a 767-300 on the Shannon route, which is really cool. I mean, I don't know. I like the 757, but I miss the wide bodies. I mean, sometimes I'd come in the summer and there'd be like at least three Aer Lingus A330s at Terminal E, and it was really cool to see. So I'm glad to see a wide body back on that route. Looking forward to getting the 787 on Virgin Atlantic. That'll be really cool. Unfortunately, it arrives at night and it departs, you know, at night. So I'm probably not gonna get any good pictures of it, but it'll be cool to see. Cathay Pacific starts service to Hong Kong next year, so next year's looking like it's going to be a really good year for Boston, and we're only going to continue to expand, so that's really cool. In terms of new models, I'm going to order a couple of the Delta MD-88s that Gemini just came out with, and then like maybe one or two of the US Airways E170s in the new colors. So that's probably it for the future. I don't know, we'll see what comes out next month. So anyways, I know this update was a little short, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.